Hey everyone, times they are a changing. As we're seeing time and time and time again throughout the Western world on the political landscape, there is a great shift that's happening, and that shift is headed to the right. Make no mistake about it. Even Macron, like the French president that was elected, and people are all about, oh, well, at least it wasn't Marine Le Pen. But if you pay attention and listen astutely to the kind of stuff, the kind of rhetoric that Macron espouses, yeah, he's not a leftist, right? yeah. He seems very much at least a centrist or to the right in many aspects, in many regards. And today, being reported out of Bloomberg, and I'm sure a lot of the other establishment media, Austria, they just had their elections. And in addition, before I even mention this, even Angela Merkel has seen her base greatly shrink and see a rise of a very populist right-wing party that now has a substantial foothold in the political process, in the political system in Germany now, right? So there's a rise of the right in Germany, and now here today, being reported out of Bloomberg Politics, and like I say, a lot of the other establishment media outlets, is Austrian nationalists closes in on power with millennial at head. So Austria is shifting to the right as well. So we're seeing that whether it's Brexit, Trump, and I mean Canada is that that black sheep of the family currently, because the Canadian people, it was just timing, right? The Canadian people were so sick of Harper and his fucking particular brand of central planning authoritarianism in regards to the Canadian government and how they dictate and micromanage the Canadian people. Canadians were looking to a change, and in the Canadian political landscape, it's predominantly, if you're going against the Conservative Party, well, you're two other choices are NDP, which are just full-on socialist, or Liberal, that at least tried to pretend to be somewhat centrist. Although what we're seeing now is they ran on the platform of centrist, but are ruling as completely leftist, as completely collectivist, as almost full-on socialist at this stage, right? So Canadians, trust me, Canadians, you're going to see the political landscape shift greatly to the right. And I'm not a fan of this either, because piece of shit Andrew Scheer may very well benefit from this political shift to the right. That is coming. Trust me, in Canada, you're going to see it's going to come. It's going to come. Especially now with this saying and this promotion of the fucking socialist fucking decrees and kind of rhetoric and mass immigration push that the NDP is trying to put forth and present, right? Yeah, no, Canadians are probably going to do the exact same thing and shift even further to the right. So yeah, the Conservative Party in Canada may very well benefit from it, but hopefully, maybe we'll get some kind of alternative political party that might start gaining a little bit of traction. And I'll just toss it out there right now. Hey, if you're not a fan of the big three, as much as I'm not a fan of the political process or the minarchist bullshit as far as libertarianism, yeah, if you want to have a protest vote, we do have another choice in Canada, and it's called the Libertarian Party of Canada. Austrian voters gave 31-year-old conservative Sebastian Kurz a mandate to form a new government in an election on Sunday, setting up a potential coalition with the Nationalist Freedom Party as junior partners, according to the projections based on partial returns. So once again, we're seeing this shift to the right, and Austria is just the latest country that is reflecting that shift. Stay tuned. You're going to see it happen a whole lot more in federal elections for many different countries in the Western world going forward. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.